I never did public speaking. I've never done sales or, relationship marketing. It was never, my background was health, kinesiology, personal training, semi-pro volleyball. But when I was 10 years old, my mom got diagnosed with autoimmune disease. So for like 8 years, she was just trying to battle her disease, trying to figure out, how can I get my shingles pain to go away? How can I get my ulcers, my canker sores to go away? And pretty much after 30 doctors, the number one doctor that helped her out the most was in Florida. And she had this water machine, just like we have here. My mom drank one of the gallons, and within like a day, my mom's mouth and her canker sores were like gone, which was a constant struggle for her. Within about a month, my mom's shingles was like 80% less, and her chronic fatigue was like gone. And she's like telling me like, this water is working, and I was just like, water? You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it. I go to my Olympic coaches, I go to my professors, I go to my Equinox trainers, and they're like, we've never heard of this thing. And now it's hard for me to like put my faith or my belief behind a product that all the people I looked up to in the health community have never heard about it. And then I end up going online and I see good stuff and I see bad stuff, but this was 3 years ago. Before now you go to Whole Foods and there's a whole entire shelf of alkaline water. There's like a new brand every single day. But this was before there was even one bottle of water. So, everyone thought it was very like snake oil. That's what they were all like telling it to me. But I was saying that too. So successful people check things out first. I didn't want to be closed-minded, so I wanted to at least give it a shot. And I was dragged, to my first presentation for my mom. She's like, just go. And I was like, no. But I finally went, and I went to the corporate office in LA. And the first thing I saw a huge line there. And the line was so long, I wanted to like figure out why people were actually like getting water from there. And the first thing was I tapped this one guy on the shoulder. I'm like, why are you getting water from here? I'm like, where are you from? He's like, I'm from San Diego. Like, you drove from San Diego to come here? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why? And what he was saying, he's like, this is helping me with my diabetes. My insulin is getting a lot lower every single month I'm drinking the water. I'm like, okay. This was someone who had no financial incentive for me to purchase my machine. So that's when I was really starting to believe these things. And then I went to this one guy who was my age, and I'm like, why are you here? He's like, well, I live across the street. I just walked here, and actually, I don't get any hangovers. And my energy's like way higher. So that's why, take a gallon home with you, so you can like get like the full benefits of it. He's like, I drink a gallon a day, and I never get hangovers, like they're way less, my headaches aren't there. So like, wow, that's crazy. And I go into the room, and there's this one guy speaking. So then they stand up, and there's like a medical doctor, and he's like, yeah, I quit my practice because I found something that adds more value to people's life than just giving them a pharmaceutical. I found that this water adds more value to people's health. There was a chiropractor there who was like, he told me that Floyd Mayweather and like Pacquiao and all these people have been on it. I was like, really? You can prove that? He goes, yeah. And then I find out that the Seattle Seahawks nutritionist told me that they've been on it for the last 4 or 5 seasons. I was like, wow, that's when I took it seriously. And then they offer, a 30-day money-back guarantee. So, you always ask yourself, what's the worst thing that could happen if I could purchase one of these things? And I found out these machines, when I got one, it cost more than my car. Because I had like a salvage like Nissan, I think it was like $2,000, it's like a $3,000 car. And I found out this machine cost more than my car. But I found out there was a way to finance it. I had no credit. I had no credit. If you have good credit, I think you can get it for like $50 a month. But I had a horrible credit, but the company finances you if you have bad credit. So I ended up, jumping in, taking a leap of faith, and I got my machine and I just started sharing the water with everybody. And, with all the results that my grandma was having with her arthritis, and my dad with his gout, and my mom, and me, and my sister, and Dylan, I kept it. I didn't get involved with the business for like a year. It wasn't something I was looking at doing. I was looking, to play pro volleyball until a year later, my mom told me, she said, Colton, my mom, right, my sick mom, housewife, she's like, I made $5,000 in 1 week. I was like, my mom, right? Imagine if your mom made $5,000 in 1 week and she calls you saying, hey Cole, and I'm like, that's like drug money, that's a lot of money, mom. I'm like, what did you do? She's like, well, it's 4th of July and all my friends came over, and the next day they said they weren't getting hangovers. There's like 4 people got machines. I'm like, really? I'm like, I can do that. I was in college, right? And I was, that's what you do on the weekends. You drink with your friends and you get hangovers. I'm like, so I invited all my friends over. That's what I did. I started out doing that. And I was like, I want to learn more. So I ended up going to one of the business meetings. I met this 19-year-old kid, not a social public speaker. And I find out he stands up in the meeting when everyone's speaking. He's like, I make $10,000 a month. And I was 22. And I'm like, so this kid who's 3 years younger than me, who never went to college, You're just making this. And I have a kinesiology degree, and I'm working way harder than you. I'm like, and then I go up to him after the meeting, I'm like, bro, what do you do? Like, how do you make 10,000 a month? I was making, I think, 4,000 a month, and I was stoked. It's give away water. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, can I follow you around for a month? And then he introduced me to someone who's making 7 figures a year, $1 million a year, giving away water. And then that guy was mentoring me. And I would go to his meetings in Newport, and he would show me what he did in Lilly. The 99% of the thing he did was just give away water. And then he introduced me to a lady who was actually making about 6 figures. Her best month was $400,000 in 1 month. And we went to her house, and she showed me the checks. And they were about this big. Paper checks from like stack. Like imagine thin paper. Like got 1,425. So she had about thousands of these. And she saran wrapped the whole entire thing. And then that's when my belief kicked in. Because I met her, I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it. You know, she was an average lady. And she had 2 mansions paid for in cash. One in San Diego, Rancho Santa Fe, one in Sun Valley in LA. And I went to both of them. And once I did that, that's when I decided to jump all in. Because I did my research. I knew the business worked. All I had to do, you know, was listen to those people. Hi, my name is Colton Achave. And what if I told you that all the celebrities, top athletes, and richest people in the world are drinking a special water? They've been drinking it for the last 5 to 8 years. People like Lloyd Machito, Jillian Michaels, Tiger Woods, Kevin Hart, Leonardo DiCaprio, Zac Efron, Bill Gates, the Seattle Seahawks. They're all drinking this special water. It comes out of this machine right here. It's called the Kangen water machine. And in this video, we're gonna show you why they drink it, why they choose this water over bottled or tap, and we're gonna demonstrate the 3 properties that you wanna look for in the water if you care about your health. And those properties are ORP, pH, and microclustering. And you'll find out next. So what is ORP? Or oxidation reduction potential? It's actually the potential to reduce oxidation. What is oxidation? Well, when you cut an apple in half, what happens? It goes brown. So we're always aging or rusting or oxidizing all the time. So when you actually put something in your body that's an antioxidant, you're giving your body the ability to reduce inflammation and to slow down aging. Vitamin C is a -100. Green tea, -200. Cod liver oil is -300. Kangen water, it starts out at -400. It can even get as high as -800. There's more antioxidants in 1 glass of Kangen water compared to a whole gallon worth of blueberries. So right when you put this meter into something that's an oxidant, aging you faster, giving you more inflammation, what are those oxidants? It's all the bottled waters that we've been drinking our whole lives. The tap waters, the sodas and the sports drinks, they're actually aging you faster, giving you more inflammation. So now we're gonna look at the demo and show you guys the difference between an antioxidant and an oxidant that you guys are drinking. Now I'm going to demonstrate the ORP, or the oxidation reduction potential. I'm going to use an ORP meter that I got off of Amazon. So the first thing I'm going to do is test. Tap water. Dasani. Aquafina. Smart Water, Arrowhead, Perrier, vitamin water, and soda. So all health starts from within. So if your body is alkaline, it will heal very fast. If your body's acidic, that's where the diseases happen. That's where you're tired, fatigued, low energy. There's no disease that can survive in an alkaline body. And what is alkaline? Fruits, vegetables, fresh juices. What's acidic?
everything else we eat. Grains, proteins, and if you actually go on YouTube and type in Tony Robbins alkaline, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now we're actually going to use some pH drops to test the alkalinity or the acidity of the stuff you're drinking. So these are pH drops, and this is something that your pool man would use. So I'm going to take a couple of drops and put them in the liquid. That's tap water, Dasani, Smart Water, Arrowhead, Perrier, vitamin water, and soda. As you can see, all these liquids are making you acidic. Whereas tap water, I saw that, and I was like, hey, wait, it's blue, it must be good for you. But then I found out it's government regulated. And there's actually chemicals like chlorine, fluoride, that they actually put inside of this water to make it alkaline. Because if it's not alkaline, it would actually rust the pipes. So right here you can see, very alkaline. So right here, let's say you drink some of this water. Let's say you're neutral. Eventually you go alkaline. Let's go here with Dasani. So if you're acidic, this makes you go alkaline and you start healing from within. So let's go right here to soda. It takes about 30 cups of this to neutralize the acid you just shot inside of your body. So right now, I'm going to take a little bit more water. Now let's do vitamin water. I thought all the athletes were drinking this stuff until I went on YouTube and typed in Seattle Seahawks Kangen water, and I found out they've been on this stuff for a long time. Check this out, don't blink. It tries, it's just a glass full of acid. Now let's go with Arrowhead. Same thing. You gotta stay away from these if you wanna go alkaline and heal your body. So let's say you're thirsty and you just want a sip of soda. This is what happens to your body when you have a sip of soda. Just a sip, not a look, the straight Kangen 100% alkaline water. Your body goes acidic and you can't heal it when it's acidic. So the first thing that I felt when I started drinking Kangen water was I wasn't getting bloated. I didn't feel like that sloshing around after I had a big glass of water. And I was wondering why. And it's because this water is microclustered, meaning that it's so small, it will actually hydrate you better. They actually told me that I was drinking small water when I started drinking this. I said, what are you talking about? And what they were saying is, let's say our body's like a chain link fence. This is like putting BBs or marbles through a chain link fence. Regular water, tap water, is like trying to put a softball through a chain link fence. Not all of the softballs will be able to get through. So when you're drinking Kangen water, you'll get hydrated at the cellular level. Now we can actually see that hydration with the green tea demo. Now I'm going to demonstrate the hydrating properties of this water. So what I have is a green tea. And how do we normally make green tea? What do? We need a cup, we need a tea bag, we need some water. Let's make some green tea. Why isn't it making green tea? Because you have to heat up the water. When you heat up the water, eventually it becomes so small that it becomes steam. So we've all made small water before. So now let's see what happens to the tea bag when we use Kangen water. Let's make some tea. Instant green tea, just like that. Why? Because it's so small, it's able to penetrate the tea bag. I thought this was a trick tea bag the first time I saw it. So I'm going to take out the Kangen residue. Let's go right here to regular water. Nothing. Why? It's so big, nothing can happen. So let's go here, Kangen water. Instant green tea. So now, I want to show you if you take supplements, or your blood work, or your energy, what happens to your body. So right here, I'm going to put a couple drops in these cups. This is going to symbolize your energy, your blood work, the supplements, the vitamins, your life. And this is what happens when you drink regular water. They get diluted, right? So now let's see what happens when you drink Kangen water. To your energy, your blood work, your cells, your life. Change your water, change your life. Now I'm going to show you the benefits of the 11.5 strong Kangen water. So this is for anybody who likes to eat or anybody who likes to cook. So what I want to do, I'm going to pour these guys in here. And these are just regular cherry tomatoes. Now, how do we normally wash our tomatoes? We usually do what? We wash them off with regular water. And we'll wash them really good. We'll let them sit. Here, we've got to use the strong Kangen water. And we'll let these guys sit. While these guys sit, I'm going to show you what's happening right now. So right here I have dark sesame oil. And what normally happens when you mix oil and water? They what? They don't mix. So let's try this. Oil and water don't mix. It emulsified the oil. It had the ability to break down the oil. And that's why people lose weight. That's why people are able to drop their cholesterol, lower their blood pressure, detox their body. So this is happening to the oil. What's happening to our tomatoes? So this is what comes off your tomatoes when you wash them off with tap water. And this is what comes off your tomatoes if you wash them off with the strong Kangen water. What is that? That's not green tea. This is oil-based pesticides. Google atrazine and see what it does to you. Now I know what I want to feed my family.